llamarle la atención. Llamarle la atención a. So it's similar to the previous one, but the meaning is quite different. And what's different here? What's different here? The previous one was llamar la atención. And this one is llamarle la atención a. Llamarle la atención a. This means to scold someone, okay? When you get in trouble and, you get scolded, you can use this phrase. You can use this phrase. So the difference is that we have le, okay? So this is a common pronoun that can go before right here as a different, as a separate word. Le llamó la atención a, okay? So it can go before. So this is an indication of that. And also we have a. That's different. So a usually refers to, or it helps to refer, you're about to say this person, to you, to him, to her. So you can scold her, him, them for whatever reason, right? So yeah, that's the meaning of this phrase. So let's look at some examples using this phrase. El maestro le llamó la atención del alumno. Le llamó la atención al alumno. I don't know why it was del. Sorry. Al alumno por no hacer la tarea. El maestro le llamó la atención al alumno por no hacer la tarea. So this is similar to saying the teacher scolded the student for not doing the homework. It's just pretty much saying, I don't think this happens nowadays, but essentially the teacher said something probably to the student because the student didn't do the homework, which sometimes happens. I don't think teachers can do that anymore, but I remember back in the day, you could get scolded by the teacher because you didn't do your homework. So it's just an example just to let you know how this phrase works in a sentence. But this, of course, can change to something else. It could be your parents, your friends, or someone specific, right? So el maestro means the teacher. Le llamó la atención. Sometimes when students are too loud and, the teacher is like, please stop doing that. You were always talking, please stop it. It's similar to that kind of, things that a teacher can say to you because you're not quiet. So, and you can use this phrase, llamar la atención. So you're pretty much saying, hey, stop doing this. You just want the people to stop doing what they're doing because they're distracting others or whatever in this particular situation, or because in the situation, specifically, the student didn't do the homework. So, el maestro le llamó la atención al. Okay, so we have the whole phrase here. Le, do you remember I told you le from here? Not the R. Le can go in front of the verb, separate, and we have it like that here. Llamó, past tense, so it's just happened, right? Past tense per the tense. So that's the verb llamar. And then we have the rest of the phrase, la atención a. Why do we have al here? Because we have alumno. And technically we're saying a el alumno, but when you have a el in Spanish, let me just put it here. A el, right? A el. We don't have a el. What happens is it becomes one word, al. Okay? When every time you think that you're gonna say a el, just say al. Okay? Just say al. So the teacher scolded the student, alumno. Alumno means student. Por. No can mean quite a few things. Can mean no. It can mean not, want, and didn't, or will not, want. Yes, that no can mean that. So in this situation, it means not. Hacer. When you are talking about homework, hacer la tarea is a whole term. Hacer la tarea means doing the homework or to do the homework. So it can mean either one. No hice la tarea. I didn't do my homework or homework. Tengo que hacer la tarea. I have to do homework. Or in this situation, hacer la tarea means the whole thing, doing the homework or just homework, okay? So, hacer la tarea is a common term for sure that refers to do homework or doing homework. Estoy haciendo. You can also use the gerund, but in this situation, you cannot use the gerund. You need to use the infinitive form, hacer la tarea. Por no hacer la tarea. For not doing homework. Okay? So keep that in mind. Take a look at the verbs, how they're placed and conjugated or not conjugated in this sentence. It's important to pay attention to that. So let's look at another example and then I'll read your questions. Okay. So the next example is, la madre le llamó la atención a su hijo por llegar tarde. La madre le llamó la atención a su hijo por llegar tarde. And this means the mother scolded her son for, arriving late. That happens. You can get in trouble when your parents are when you get home late, man, you can get in trouble with your parents because, you should be early at home. I don't know. Every family is different, but usually kids need to be, not kids, but teenagers and any adult son, daughter that is living with their parents. Usually, you need to be there at home a little before certain time. So it's something important. And that seems to be the situation here. La madre means the mother. La madre, the mother. Le, we have again le. And then again, llamó la atención a. This is again past tense, parted tense, but obviously this can change. It can be future tense. You can say, la madre le llamará la atención a su hijo si llega tarde. So I can show you in a second how we can make this, change the conjugation and make it future tense, right? So, le llamó la atención a, scolded. We don't have, like, I mean, this is a long phrase just to say scold, to scold, or or just scolded. But it's the way it is. It's the way it is. There's different ways to say to scold in Spanish. You can say regañó, right? Or you can say llamarle la atención a. So it's, whichever you want to use. But this one is a common one, and we're using the verb llamar. Okay? So, su hijo means her son. Su hijo, her son, por llegar, arriving. I know it's not the gerund here. We don't have the gerund here. Llegando. Okay, that's a big difference between English and Spanish. When you talk about actions, it's very likely that you will use infinitive forms, verbs in the infinitive form, as opposed to, the gerund, just like in English. For example, when talking about hobbies, me gusta leer. I like reading. Leer is in the infinitive form. It's not the gerund. It's not in a gerund form. Leyendo is the gerund form, but it's different. In English, it works. In Spanish, we don't have the gerund not all the time, but in certain situations where you do in English, right? So llegar, infinitive form, we don't need the gerund. Tarde, late, okay? Por llegar tarde. Usually also when you have the word por, you're giving a reason why this person is getting scolded, right? So por is used for that, just to add more information to the sentence. So when you have por in a verb, you will have the verb in the infinitive form. So don't conjugate it. Okay, you just leave it as is. Por llegar tarde. Okay, so just remember that it's an important tip for sure.